Welcome to Mind Bugglers Net, presenting analytical geometry, where lessons were brought to you through online video tutorials. How to get the slope-intercept form or y form. Slope-intercept form, which follows the formula y equals to mx plus b. M represents slope and b represents y-intercept. For example, 2y equals to 4x plus 6. And to isolate y from 2, we need to divide it by 2. We need to follow the property of equality, so we need to also divide the other side by 2. The answer would be y equals to 2x plus 3. That is our y form. We need to translate it to standard form, which follows the formula ax plus by equals c. We need to transpose 2x to the other side, and it would become negative 2x plus y equals 3. The first term can't be negative, so we need to multiply it by negative 1. And still, following the property of equality, so we would also multiply the other side by negative 1. The answer would be 2x minus y equals negative 3. That is our standard form. So when plotting y equals to 2x plus 3, we need to remember that 2x is our slope and 3 is our y-intercept. We need to first plot our y-intercept, that is 3, and our slope, which is the same as 2 over 1. We need to rise 2 and run 1. And that is how to plot slope-intercept form.
Our next form will be intercept form. The intercept form of a linear equation is x over a plus y over b is equals to 1, where the x-intercept is a0 while the y-intercept would be 0b. Let us proceed with the example. We have x over 3 plus y over 2 is equals to 1. To get its standard form, we'll do the butterfly method where we multiply 2 and 3, we'll get 6. Then we cross multiply it, the answer would be 2x plus 3y over 6 is equals to 1. Now to remove the 6 in the left side, we'll multiply both sides by 6, so the standard form would be 2x plus 3y is equals to 6. Now we would be able to graph the intercept form because we already knew its standard form. Now we will change the standard form to the slope-intercept form, which would be from 2x plus 3y is equals to 6 to 3y is equals to negative 2x plus 6. Then we will apply the law of equality so that y would be left alone in the left, so we'll divide 3 to both sides. So our slope-intercept form will be y is equals to negative 2x over 3 plus 2, which negative 2x over 3 will be the slope, and the 2 will be the y-intercept. And you can see its graph at the right side.
The next form that we'll tackle would be the two-point form of a linear equation. The two-point form of a linear equation is y sub 1 equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. Let us proceed with the example. Let us have these two coordinates, 4 and 5 and 6, 7. To get the two-point form, we'll simply substitute it to the formula, where it would become y minus 5 equals 7 minus 5 over 6 minus 4 times x minus 4. First, we would simplify 7 minus 5 over 6 minus 4. That would be 2 over 2 or 1. So the equation would be y minus 5 equals 1 times x minus 4. Or simply, y minus 5 equals to x minus 4. The next thing that we'll do is transpose negative 5 to the right side so that y would be left alone and we'll get the slope-intercept form. It would be y equals to x minus 4 plus 5, or simply y equals to x plus 1 is our two-point form. Now, to get its standard form, we'll just transpose x to the left side. Now we have negative x plus y is equals to 1, but since the x is negative, we must make it positive, so we'll apply the law of equality and multiply both sides by negative 1. Our standard form would be x minus y equals negative 1.
The next topic that we'll be talking about is the point slope form of a linear equation, which is y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. For the example, where we got m as 12 and the coordinate of 3 and negative 5, and we'll just substitute them to the formula. So our equation would be y plus 5 is equals 12 times x minus 3. We made 5 positive because according to the formula, we'll use minus, and since it is already negative, negative to negative will be positive. Now, we'll distribute 12 to x minus 3. So our formula will be y plus 5 is equals to 12x minus 36. And we'll make it a slope-intercept form, so it'll be y plus 12x minus 36 minus 5, or simply y is equals to 12x minus 41. Now to get its standard form, we'll transpose 12x to the left, and it will be negative 12x, and because it is negative, let us multiply the both sides by negative 1, and the standard form would be 12x minus y is equals to 41.
For our next topic, let's tackle the inclination of an angle, where tangent theta is equal to slope. Let's take y equals 7x plus 5 as our example, where 7 is our slope. Let's just substitute 7 and press shift tangent slope, which is 7, on our scientific calculator. Then we will get 81 degrees, 52 seconds, and 11.63 milliseconds. For example, y equals to 5x plus 2 and y equals to 8x plus 3. M sub 2 is 8 and M sub 1 is 5. The M sub 2's are always the higher digits. From the equation that we've derived earlier, let's substitute our M sub 2 and M sub 1. It would become tangent theta equals to 8 minus 5 over 1 plus 8 times 5 is equals to tangent theta equals to 3 over 41. We would then press shift tangent and our slope, which is 3 over 41, in our scientific calculator, and we would get theta is equals to 4 degrees, 11 seconds, and 5.7 milliseconds. For our last topic, angle between three lines. Let's plot the following points. 4, 3, beta, negative 6, 1, theta, 2, negative 3, alpha. Let's first get the slope of beta and alpha. In getting the slope, the formula used is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Let's just substitute it from the points of beta and alpha. We would get 3. Next, let's get the slope of theta and beta. Same procedure, let's just substitute it and we would get 1/2. Lastly, theta and alpha. We would get negative 1/2. From the formula that we've derived earlier, we've just substitute the following slopes: 1/2 and negative 1/2. So it would be tangent theta is equals to 1/2 plus 1/2 over 1 plus 1/2 times negative 1/2. We would get tangent theta is equals to 1 over 1 plus negative 1/4. Tangent theta is equals to 1 over 3 over 4 is equals to 1 over 1 times 4 over 3. We would get the reciprocal of 3 over 4, that's why it's 4 over 3. The answer would be 4 over 3. We would press shift tangent the slope in our calculator, and we would get 53 degrees, 7 seconds, 48.37 milliseconds. We would still use the formula we've derived earlier by substituting negative 1/2 and 3. So it would be tangent alpha is equals to 3 minus negative 1/2 over 1 plus 3 times negative 1/2. It would be tangent theta is equals to 7 over 2 over 1 plus negative 3 over 2. Then, become 7 over 2 over negative 1/2. We would get the reciprocal of negative 1/2. It would then be equal to 7 over 2 times 2 over negative 1 equals negative 7. The answer would be negative 81 degrees, 52 seconds, and 11.63 milliseconds. We would get the positive value of that. So it would be 81 degrees, 52 seconds, and 11.63 milliseconds. And lastly, tangent beta. We would still use the formula that we've derived earlier, that is m sub 2 minus m sub 1 over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1. And since 1/2 and 3 builds up beta, we would use those two and substitute it to the formula. And also, as a reminder, since 3 is greater than 1/2, 3 would become our m sub 2. So it would become 3 minus 1/2 over 1 plus 3 times 1/2. 3 minus 1/2 is equals to 5 over 2. 3 times 1/2 is equals to 3 over 2. 1 plus 3 over 2 is also 5 over 2. We would get the reciprocal of the denominator and multiply it to the numerator. So we will get 5 over 2 times 2 over 5. We would cancel out the 2's and we would get 5 over 5, or simply 1. We will be now using our calculators, press shift, tangent, and the slope, which is 1. We would get 45 degrees, 0 seconds, and 0 milliseconds. If you remember, a triangle is equals to 180 degrees. Since we form a triangle, all angles must be equal to 180 when added. 53 degrees plus 45 degrees plus 81 degrees is equals to 179. It would be 180 if all the seconds and milliseconds are added. And getting the exterior angle. Since the measurement of a triangle is 180 degrees, we could subtract it to the angle vertical to the missing angle, which is 81 degrees. Then we would get 99 degrees. We could also add the angles that form the hypotenuse. Then we will get 98 degrees. Thank you for watching. We hope that this video helped a lot and eased this topic for you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye!